Hi everybody, Damsel in Dystonia here, aka Tabitha. I am at work. It's very slow, knock on wood. So it's been a while since I've done an update, and my dystonia symptoms in the past month have become well under control. I had a pretty bad attack last Saturday night, so it's been about a week. It's been actually over a week since I've had a dystonia episode. And that was the first one I had in like 2.5 or 3 weeks. But lots has changed in my life right now so far. I'm working in a new job. I've changed careers. I'm no longer a parole officer. I'm no longer working in a prison. So my stress level has been reduced significantly. I'm now working as an office manager in a tiny, tiny, tiny little office where I'm the only one here, really. I work with 3 guys. Super cool, very relaxed environment. No offenders and no slamming steel doors and no the phone rings and I answer the phone and everything, but a much better environment for me health-wise. And I just mentally it's just a great environment. Love it. I've been here for 3 weeks now. It's also, I've gone from full-time to part-time work. So I've lowered the hours I work to, which has been really good for the dystonia because sometimes I have trouble getting up in the morning. It takes me a little while to get moving around well and get my mind focused. Sometimes I'll wake up, foggy. It's just been better for me, a lot better for me. My husband has also changed careers. He was a parole officer for, April would have been, I think, 19 years. He is now switching careers starting December. He's going to be the National Director of Marketing for a huge business. We've also moved. We are now living in another state. In the country. We're renting, so our house back home, we're still working on moving and getting things cleaned up, and then hopefully we'll sell it. And so, I mean, lots has changed. So I don't remember the last time I did an update. I really don't remember. I know that I've recorded a couple on my webcam and was going to edit them and get them on, and then I never got around to actually putting them up on my page here. So I thought, well, I'll just do a quick one while I'm at work while it's slow. July 30th, my birthday, I went and saw Dr. Zayas, my neurologist, my movement disorder specialist. And he referred me to the Mayo Clinic again, wanted me in like as soon as possible because I was having severe dystonia symptoms. I mean, very bad. Walking was a struggle, and I was having like dementia. Really having problems with memory. Old memories were like overlapping the present time, but I knew it wasn't right. It's really hard to explain. So I did end up getting a second opinion from another neurologist, about a week after I saw him, or 2 weeks after I saw Dr. Zayas, just because I just wanted to make sure that, it wasn't, my grandmother had like Alzheimer's and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that, hey, am I having early onset onto Alzheimer's? But no, he didn't think so. He thinks I have a mitochondrial disease, a neurological mitochondrial disease, which there are so many different kinds. And he told me just to go to Mayo and not wait for the referral to go through. But I got better about a week later, so we didn't present to the Mayo. I just waited and waited and waited. And then September, I think it was the end of September, I got a letter from the Mayo Clinic after they had reviewed my case again. which they accepted me the first time around, and I didn't get to go because of insurance through work. I lost my insurance because I was off work for too long, and blah, blah, blah. And anyway, this time, they just decided they wasn't going to help me. So they denied the referral from Dr. Zayas, which he doesn't know yet, unless they sent him a letter too. I'm not really sure. So they denied me, and that was after we had already decided we were going to move and switch careers. So I was angry about it at first, but then I got this job, and like within a week after that or something, I don't even remember the time frame, but I got this job, and I was just like, you know, timing is everything, and everything just seemed to like be falling into place with our new jobs, our new place we're living out in the country where it's quiet. Just overall, there's just been such a huge reduction in my stress level, that it really has impacted the dystonia in a positive way. Like I said, I've only had one attack in almost a month, and that was last Saturday night, and it was because I was just, honestly, I think I had the attack because I was exhausted, like exhausted. We'd been moving, I'd been working, and you know, the new place isn't in order by any means, and I'm one of those people that I want to get stuff done. I don't like leaving unfinished projects. It drives me up the wall. And right now, there's a lot of unfinished projects at the new place, and our home is still... Oh, phone. Hang on. Okay. It was one of the drivers that I work with. So anyway... Huge reduction in stress, huge reduction in dystonia symptoms. I'm very, very happy. I'm sleeping well. I get up and I'm excited to come to work now. I love where I work. This is the most amazing environment ever. Very laid back, very relaxed. I wear work boots. Like, hey, check it out. Like, I can wear hiking boots to work now and blue jeans. So, and it's snowing here. It's beautiful outside, really. The snow is very pretty. But the cold doesn't agree with me so much. I have noticed that extreme temperatures, does affect dystonia. I also have, rheumatism. So I have arthritis, and I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I don't know if too many of you are familiar with what EDS is. I have the hypermobility, Ehlers-Danlos. So there was a study that like 70% of people with EDS have dystonia. That came out in the UK. I don't remember when, but I presented that to the geneticist at the University of Iowa when I went and saw them. And they actually sent me a letter letting me know that they're no longer handling Ehlers-Danlos at the University of Iowa, that the primary care physicians now are fully capable, according to the letter, to treat patients with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And so I think what that is that they've just done away with the program that they were doing for EDS. Anyway, there's been so much going on. I still wear my bracelet, my dystonia bracelet. I do wear that because, you know, with dystonia, you never know when you're going to have symptoms. And I've told the guys, you know, here at work, you know, if you see me shaking or looking a little funny, not acting quite right, you know, just keep an eye on me. And if it gets worse, you know, call my husband. But let them all know, hey, you know, don't call 911 unless of course I fall down and hurt myself or something. But I've had no problems. I work with a bunch of great guys. My husband is super happy now. He's, nervous about his new job. Because he was only, he would have been retired in 5 years from the state of Missouri. And, you know, we both took a leap of faith here and just said, you know what? The kids are grown. I need to do something better for my health, and he needed a change. You know, we were just worn down. And a lot of people out there get that way. You know, sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith and go with your gut. And I went with my gut. I took a part-time job over a full-time job. I was actually offered a full-time job with the probation office in Sangamon County. And I turned it down, even though it was full-time, more money and benefits. Because my health is more important, and so is yours. So if you're in a difficult position and you're wanting to feel better, go with your gut. Not everything can be decided by the brain. Not everything can be put on a T-chart, a list of pros and cons. Sometimes you just got to listen to your gut, and that's what I did in this, and I'm so glad I did, because I'm 3 weeks into this job. My dystonia symptoms have been drastically reduced because my stress has been drastically reduced, and I'm sleeping, and even with the move and the new job and that kind of stress, it's a different kind. I mean, there's good stress. Everybody has stress. There's good stress and there's bad stress, and I no longer really have any bad stress at all. So anyway, I've already rambled on too long, so I'm going to get off here and drink some coffee and wait for the guys to show back up so I can do whatever tickets they have for me to do. And it's a pretty good change I've made here. And I hope that if you're struggling, that you can figure out the changes that you need to make too for yourself. And just, you know, like I always have, I just keep smiling because, well, smiling was just getting me through every day. Now I'm smiling because I truly, truly am happy and feeling pretty good, even though it's cold out. Ugh. But feeling good. What more can I ask for, right?